Good afternoon, good evening. Oh, hello, everybody. Hello. So, let me tell you, I'm looking right now at the viewers and I'm looking at the people in the chat, and they don't match. So, I don't really care about the bush watchers. But there are several things that I wanted to discuss, and one of them is going to be hello, Nurse Jen. Hello, Susan. Hello, Ballcat. Hello, Tina. Hello, Snuggle Bunny. Hello, Black Hat Music. Gamecock Jenny. Tina, sweetie, how are you? Hi, Island Girl. How are you? So, hi, Dorit. Hey, sister. How are you? So, I just wanted to come. I've been listening. I've been going into different chats. And I've been listening to what's being said. I've dropped my 2 cents here and there, but here's what I'm going to say. Um, I think that everything that's being said is invalidating that young man's feelings. Okay. Um, I'm not going to sit here and say I feel sorry for Siwa because I don't. I don't give a fuck about Siwa. As a mother, if my son would have did that, went live and put that out there. He said that he's not going to say she wasn't a good mother to him sometimes, to him and his sister. Yes, she was. He mentioned, as Danny said, 3 or 4 times about eating dry cereal. If my son, my granddaughter, my grandson would have gone live and said the things that were said, I wouldn't have come live. I would have contacted my son or my granddaughter or my daughter or whoever it was and had a conversation with my child. I would have that conversation. No one knows what went on in that home. We only have his account. And no matter how I feel about it, I'm inclined to believe what that young man said because this is what he said he lived. No one else lived it besides him and his sister. He said when he was a juvenile, 17, he went to juvenile detention, or he went to juvenile facility for 2 or 3 weeks. And I'm listening to Brooke doing her thing, and she's blaming Keaton for giving him this BB gun. Keaton didn't make him take a gun to school to want to sell a BB gun to his friends. Keaton didn't do that. I'm listening to him talking about eating cereal. Amy wasn't around for that. I think the B seems to forget that it was okay when people were speaking on GB's family and she was part of it. I never thought it was right to have those kids in there. Not once. It's okay when things are being done. And I'm not going to be in any size here. It's okay if things are done to Maria. It's okay if things are done to Brooke. It's okay if things are done to anybody that you have a problem with. When the shit was done to Jules, I said it wasn't right to put her up or send people to her home. When the interview happened with Keaton, I said it wasn't right. But then I go back in and I listen to Keaton's interview. Keaton said there was a lot more things he could say, but he wasn't going to. He gave her a lot of respect. You think it's okay, Siwa, to bash this young man's father over and over and over again. But he, in turn, should want to protect you. When I heard him say he has asked you over and over again to come offline, he said that you guys have had arguments for the last months. You've sent him messages about how he is jeopardizing you and his sister's safety when you said people were jeopardizing your safety from Keaton. Point blank, you put yourself in this situation. Then I have to hear JY on E11. I heard E11 today. I didn't comment in her chat. I heard E11 today. I listened to what was said. She said he held his phone up for an hour posting this young man's mugshot. I remember when I got the screenshot, I'm like, who is that? And it said, oh, JY has this up on his thing now. He's outing Siwa's son. I'm like, for what reason? Everybody should take fucking accountability for their behavior. Now, this is the same man who said he wanted to take a shit in your daughter's mouth. This is the same man that I heard today call you a bad mother. But you have him up on a panel. I understand that Jen is the one that called your son gay. But he went with it too. Anybody that heard that stream way back when you were speaking of this young man that took his life, you made it sound like they were playing, no 20-year-old's going to play with a damn loaded gun. I'm sorry. You made it come across like people were playing Russian roulette. It wasn't an accident. But you exploited that. And then the people that called the families. The only one that had an issue with that call being done, and God, I hate to say this, is the B. I heard the IG. This shit has to stop. People's kids. This young man felt the need to come and say his truth. Whether you believe him or not, this is how he feels. I'm not going to invalidate his feelings. I don't give a fuck how it makes Siwa feels. At all. When they talked about Terry Lynn's kids, I mean, it's just disgusting. I'm appalled. And I can say that. I am appalled by how this has got. Now, let's not talk about what Siwa's son said. But I'm going to agree with Maria on something. When her daughter wrote that letter, my God, I heard about that for damn near a whole year. Then the letter came out again. When Mim's daughter went on Reddit, everybody was playing it. It was sent to me. I said, I don't want to hear that shit. Because I don't. You can't invalidate someone's feelings. There is nothing to prove. Do I believe that Brooke sat there and encouraged that young man to say the stuff he did? Hell no. Do I believe that he's listened to her stream, Maria's streams, and this stream? Yes, I do. I do. How do you blame this on someone when he clearly stated? Then I heard Sly say on when E11 was playing that somebody was was actually in the car with him. I went back and listened again. And he said, yeah, this will do. He could be talking to himself. I do that when I'm parking. Whether he has a car or not, I don't know. I never heard anybody else answer him. We can't invalidate how this young man feels. We can't. Everybody's going, oh, as a mother, I feel, no, I don't. I don't. I would go without. I've been sick as a dog and still took care of my kids. You never want your kids to suffer. You always want better than you had for your children. And they want better for their kids. So all the, oh, I feel bad for her. Fuck her. Fuck her. You brought your son here when you were talking about his father over and over and over again. I've been through 2 fucking divorces. Not one time can my sons ever tell you I said anything about their fathers. We laugh about them now. But you're putting this out there for people on the internet who don't give a flying fuck about you. And oh, the B. Now, what I want to know is, I heard JY said that that video had been out there for 10 hours. How in the fuck did she know that video was there? You're the one that brought this to everybody's attention. You brought this to everyone's attention. If you were really her friend, you would have called her and said, hey, there's a video that your son did. I think you might want to listen and talk to him. That didn't happen. And you're right. His point was proven. She went straight to the internet with it. And if anybody believes she didn't listen to that, you're right. Her fake tears, her feelings were hurt because her lies are being exposed. It wasn't, I fucked up with my child. Let me talk to him. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. Get the fuck out of here. It's Brooke's fault. It's Ann's fault. It's Maria's fault. It's Siwa's fault. Y'all can do the fake outrage shit all y'all want. I don't give a flying shit. That young man is in pain. When I heard him say if he has kids, he wouldn't want them, or he's not going to have her around them. He wants better for his kids if he ever has his own kids. Fucking shit is ridiculous. He said from 12 to 17, it was constant fighting. He said that if you don't do what she wants, she's going to find a way to retaliate. Then I heard someone say in Brooks last night, or type, that she's not going to let her daughter talk to her brother. The only person you're hurting is that little boy. It's that little girl and your son. If you want better, do better. I'm not going to sugarcoat, hold your hand and go, oh, poor you. Fuck you. Your first call should have been to your child. The B first call or reach out should have been to you, to talk to you so you can talk to your son. All that bullshit. We all know what she is. She's a fucking grifter. She's a liar. And I got a few messages about what JY was saying about me. I don't give a fuck what he says about me. I can care less. He's irrelevant to me. I'm going to say this. Teresa was a grown-ass woman. What she chose to do, she did. And it cost her her life. It had nothing to do with me. Point blank, period. But I'm so sick of hearing, oh, we shouldn't discuss this, but every time you go to a fucking channel, somebody is playing the disgusting shit that's being said about her. Or the disgusting shit that's being said about Natalie. Or whatever the case you may, everybody keeps going, oh, you shouldn't talk about that. But that's all I seem to hear. That's all I seem to hear. Or if this was playing the N word and this, play it over and over and over and over and over and over and over. Fuck that bullshit. Those are my feelings. That's what I have to say. I've heard, I've listened. And if you think I'm heartless, I don't really care. I don't give a fuck about Siwa. I'm not going to pretend I do. I really don't. She brought this on herself. And it's going to keep going and keep going and keep going. If that young man said he had those messages where she's been sending him paragraphs and paragraphs, and this is how you respond to your son, God only help you if he decides to come back and do another video, because you only have yourself to blame. And I'm sure if he does, the B's going to let everybody know. He can do what the fuck he wants to do, because I can care less. I don't listen to him. Don't watch him. I will send a clip of what he said. I haven't even listened to it because I don't care. I don't care. When I say I was done, I was done. I don't care. That's how much he means to me. It's okay, Minnie. So, with that, that's all I have to say on it. I listened to Danny's today. She did an OMG moment, and she echoed my sentiments. She really did. She did an OMG moment, and she echoed my sentiments, because I felt exactly the same way. The same way. And all of this hate watching and, oh, this was said on J Max and this was said. If you don't like them, if you don't want to hear what they say, don't listen. Don't hate watch. Don't listen. Because I'll be fucked if I want to hear somebody dogging me out all the fucking time. I don't want to hear that shit, so I don't listen. I care too much about myself to care anything about what anybody else have to say about me. Point being, you don't fucking know me. Leave those sad ass people that like to in misery. Because that's where they are. They got all day to scour the internet to see who's saying what, who's doing this, what's on Reddit, what's here, who said this. Who gives a fuck? Are they paying your bills? Are they doing anything for you besides dogging you every time you turn around? No, they're not. They're not. They're just spewing hate from channel to channel to channel to channel. That's how I feel about the whole situation. That's it. That's how I feel about it. Sorry, I'm reading. I had to keep my train of thoughts, but I'm serious. I'm not. This is just ridiculous. What's next? What's next? Does somebody really have to hurt themselves? Does somebody really, really have to hurt themselves? And from my understanding, the B was talking about Amy and Keaton and everybody else when she's fucking stalking Glenwood's children. Get the fuck out of here. Get out of here with that bullshit. Because if you were her friend, you would have called her, got a message to her, instead of going live and putting that shit out there so everybody can hear it and see it. You're nobody's fucking friend. And then I heard Brooke say that you're telling people to give them your super chat. So you went live discussing your friend's son and then telling people to send you super chats. Get the fuck out of here. Y'all got life fucked up. Y'all really do. You got this one young woman lost her fucking life. I'm gonna talk about that later. Lost her life. Was shot in front of her child. And y'all out here going, oh, get up, get a fucking job, do something with yourself. Get a fucking hobby. You got time to go look, research how to get a damn job. Research how to better your damn selves. Shit is stupid. I'm leaving. I'm getting out of here. Oh, she stalked. Oh, yes, she did. She stalked Jen's kids. Roadhog's wife. I don't know what her channel is. I really don't. But I understand the B jumped her ass in there and told her not to talk about it too. And she told her, who are you to talk, right? Because you covered it. So B, jump in here and tell me what to cover and what not to cover. Come tell me what to do. Since you got so much to fucking say. You put this out so everyone would know it was out there. I heard JY say that when he went to look, it was what? Been out there 10 hours. I forgot how many views he said. Now it's got over 1,000 and something views. Why? Because you be busybody, put it out there. She needs to go stalk my kids. She needs to contact them. But she won't contact nobody else's kids. This is fucking crazy. So, unlike, hi, Maureen Mo, unlike Brooke, unlike Maria, unlike Vote, I didn't see yours. I heard you did a live. I don't know if you said you felt bad for her or not. I don't give a flying fuck about her. I can care less. I can care less how Siwa feels. And then I hear Siwa say that she's thankful that the B. Girl, shut up. You wouldn't want that shit out there. I wouldn't want that shit out there. Oh, that's what you covered. Okay, Vote. I'm going to go check it out. I'm going to check it out. But I'm just telling you, that's what I have to say about it. I'm not going to fake like I have sympathy or empathy for her, because I don't. What I hear were the people when Brooke was going over her thing and what they were saying and what was being said in the chat. They're invalidating that young man's feelings. If he says this is what he remembers growing up, that's what he remembers growing up. I remember when I was 3 and 4 years old, my mother and father fight. Well, not my father, my mother. I told my sons a long time ago, don't ever fight or argue in front of your kids. I never did that. Because you don't know what your kids are going to remember. That young man said that they argued a lot. He's never seen his father lay a finger on him. But he also said he doesn't know what happened when he wasn't there. So he didn't say it never. He said as far as he remembers, he never laid a finger on it. Then I hear Siwa, when Brooke was playing her, saying he knows he did it. They're turning him against me. He's just like every other man. Girl, that is your son. Why do I have See What's Son video on your page? You have Maria's daughter. Nope, because I never got a link to Maria's daughter and never did, nor did I go look for it. And if you say it's wrong, no more lies, I will remove it. Never got a link to it. I heard about it. I didn't go look on Reddit for it. That was sent to me. That was sent to me. And I figured everybody needed to hear what that young man said, just like everybody read. I have never, ever seen that letter from Maria's daughter. I've heard about it. Matter of fact, no, I take that back. T posted it, and I asked her, why were you posting that? And then she removed it. I take that back. So I did see it. I never read it. I've heard about what it said over and over and over again. I heard what T's daughter said. Not all of it, but I got the gist of it when I listened to T.O. So, matter of fact, let me do that right now. Hold on a second. Let me go do that right now. I figured everybody has heard that by now, right? So, let me just do that right now. Let me go to my thing. And let me do that right now. Let's see. Go to, hold on, guys. I'm coming. I'm going to my community tab real quick. And I'm going to delete. There we go. It's gone. It's gone. Good evening. So, it's gone. And he said he could say more, and he wasn't. And I'm going to applaud him for that. But please don't invalidate that young man's feelings. Don't do that. Don't diminish how he feels. Maybe he could be remembering some things wrong. Maybe not. But shit, he must have said dry as cereal 3 or 4 times. So if you want to make that right, I suggest you do whatever you can to contact your son. If he doesn't want you speaking about his father, please don't speak about his father online. Now, she said that See What said that Amy was asking him questions about her. And she was in her 90. I don't know why we had to add the 90 part in there. No idea. No idea. But if Amy asked him questions about his mother, that was fucked up and wrong. If she wants to know something, she needs to talk to the dad. You got such a great relationship with him. Whatever he says, you should be able to trust what he's telling you. You should never involve that child, that young man. I heard him call her the color Kelly Green. I heard him say that Amy has been more of a mother to him than he called her the color Kelly Green. I know that probably hurt the fuck out of her, but then again, who knows? The fact is, that's how he feels. That's how he feels. So, I'm going before I choke to death. Loving life, I've already answered that. So don't come in here with that anymore. I've already answered it. It's been removed. So go take a look. As I said, I never saw Maria's daughter's letter. I've heard about it, nor did I see the video from Mem's daughter. I heard about it. Nor did I go to Reddit to find it. That link was sent to me. So I've already answered it. I said I was going to remove it, and I did. I don't know anything about her using him on her. That's what he said. I heard him say that his mother told him that if he filed his taxes, she would go to jail or she'd be in trouble or something. I didn't hear him say that that she claimed him on her taxes. I guess he insinuated it. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But the whole thing is, you need to listen to the hurt, the pain, and I'm sure he would love to make things right with his mother. Because a son's love for his mother is a very strong thing. You don't want anybody to treat my sons right now. Anyway, you treat your daughters the way you want a man to treat her. You don't want to treat your wife the way, you want your daughters to expect a man to be a man. If your daughters see you hitting your wife, that's what they're going to expect. If your sons see you hitting your wife, that's what they think that they're going to, they can do the same. You show your kids respect. I don't know what their conversations was, but I heard him say that he's asked her several times to get off of YouTube. I don't know if it's just, he said off of YouTube. Maybe he should have said, hey, stop talking about my dad. I don't know. I don't know, but if this is the way she makes her living, that's the way she makes her living. But what she needs to do is stop degrading that man, because the internet, as they always say, is forever. Your daughter is going to stumble across that one day. Your son's already found it. Now, when he said that he heard about his sister asking his mom for food and she's yelling at her, he didn't say when he heard it. He just said he recently heard it. Yeah, you lift a hand to a woman. I'm telling you, when my son and his wife got into that argument and she was pushing him, he called me. He told you they were in San Antonio. I said, leave. Go to your friend's house. Leave. Don't you put your hands on her. He scratched me. Leave. Don't you touch her. A woman's not going to be able to beat a man. But a man have to be able to be a man and know when to fucking walk away. When to walk away. Whatever Keaton did when he was younger, he did when he was younger. Undoubtedly, he's in a relationship that works for him now. Just because you and he have that type of relationship don't mean he's going to have that relationship with someone else. Now, if he was this abusive, whatever, he would continue to be that. If that's what he is, then Amy's going to find out about it. But that's up for her to find out. So, anyway. I'm spent now. I'm about to choke. I'm sorry. I love you guys. Have a good evening. But please, 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 please do not invalidate that young man's feelings. Don't do that. Don't do that. Yes, Lisa, it said, I'm out, you need help. Wait a minute. What happened? I think she said she needs to speak to him. Hopefully she will. In her own time, in their own time, they'll do it. But running back and forth to YouTube and spewing shit about your child. And I couldn't believe she put those text messages out there to prove what? Who are you trying to prove something to? When Brooke showed that on the screen, I said, did she really do that? She goes, Heidi, yes, look, it's right there. What are you trying to prove? Your son loves you. He said it. He said he lost respect for you, but he loves you. Oh, you're deadly. Oh, okay. So, Nurse Jen, I'm glad to see you. I'm glad you guys are. I'm glad to see you, Nurse Jen. I hope you're feeling better. Maureen Mo, always great to see you. I am getting out of here. Seriously, I just had to come in and say that. I didn't want to fiend, pretend, and anything else. That's just my thoughts on it, and I will not speak on her or on her son at all anymore. But that's just, and I think we all should. But I'm hearing they went from panel to panel to panel to panel. So that's not what that young man wanted. So anyway, I am going to start feeling better. I did. I just started. When I get overheated, I'm not coughing at night while I'm sleeping anymore. I can tell because my ribs and stuff are not hurting. But still, it's a lot. And I went into the office today, and I think I went in too soon because it's raining here. I got a little wet, so that didn't help either. So you guys have a great one. Love you. Thank you guys for being here and listening. And if you don't agree with me, I understand that. But that's just my feelings, and I've listened. And like I said, I'm not going to fiend that I feel empathy or sympathy for her, because I don't. I really don't. But I love you guys. Have a great evening, and I will see you all probably Thursday. Oh, that's tomorrow. Damn. Yeah, probably tomorrow. I need to call and check on Debbie anyway. Love you guys. Good night.